99 point something% of the comments I get on this channel are super friendly comments of people who recognize that I've tried to help them. Well, once in a while, someone has a different way to say thanks for trying to help. In business, if you can leave your ego aside, you'll recognize that feedback is always good to take and that there's always something to learn. And indeed, this feedback is useful in the sense that it teaches us something about the stretch of the serratus anterior. The stretch of the serratus anterior was shown in this video, and to cut a long story short, it was put your fist on your belt and then use a wall or a shelf to bring your elbow backwards. And it's true that if you don't manage to keep your shoulder low, well, there's contraction in the upper trapezius, which can get worse by doing that. What I'd like to do now is to show you two alternative stretches based on this one, which are probably a bit less effective, but which are also safer. So on the balance, they may be very good alternatives. For the first alternative, you need to lie down on the side that you're not stretching, okay? You can even use a small pillow. So look, I'm gonna lie on this side, of course on the mattress if you like, on the bed or something. And I'm gonna keep my knees bent. This is to make my back flat, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my right arm, so the side that I'm trying to stretch, along the side of my body, and I'm gonna glide my thumb along my torso, you know? The point of doing that is to detect at which point you want to raise your shoulder. So basically, I feel that if I go past that, my shoulder will go up, okay? So I stay there, and now I put my fist, say, on that spot, and I will let the elbow go down, yeah? So I'm kind of helping gravity with my muscles, which are in this case the antagonists to the serratus anterior. This exercise will work fine provided that you wait for long enough. Probably you will feel that your elbow goes down by itself, i.e. the serratus anterior releases the tension after around 40 seconds or so. Alternative number 2 is done standing. What we're gonna do is actually exactly what we were doing before, except that instead of having your fist on your belt, which could raise your shoulder if you don't use the lower trapezius to keep it down, we will let the arm hang loosely along your side. And thereby the chance that your shoulder is up is much lower. So we go with the arm along your side. You rest, say, the elbow area on the wall, the shelf, or anything you want. And there you shift your weight to the side that you're trying to stretch, and you let the arm go behind you. What's a bit tricky in this exercise is that you should actually be quite precise in managing your pelvis so as to keep your back flat. When I do the stretch, I don't want my pelvis to be forward or my back to be hollow. So for the stretch to be effective, I need to bring my pelvis backwards and tilt the pelvis inwards until my back is flat, yeah? And from there, I shift my weight. So as you see, stretching is not always risk-free and it needs to be done extremely precisely. This is why I usually recommend not to stretch at work, because I don't think that the conditions are met for you to take your time and to be precise enough. Therefore, recommendation is stretch at home, around 2 times a day or something, and next to that do a lot of effort to fix the causes of your pain at work and at home. But the golden rule of stretching is never feel pain. The no pain no gain is BS in the field of stretching. You don't want that. You don't want to feel pain, because pain will create a contraction reflex in your muscles, which is precisely the opposite of what you're trying to stretch, to reach. So do not cause yourself pain.